It's the book of Hebrews, chapter 4, verse 12. For the word of the Most High is quick and powerful, and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit, and of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart. All right, I want to give all praises, glory, infinite honors unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rekakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth and rule well. And peace, blessings, and salutation be to the hopefully elect, as well as those that believe in the gospel. And may you endure to the end, Lord willing. All right, and a particular title of this lesson is Our Swords Will Become Swords. All right. As I just read here in the book of Hebrews, all right, it says the word of the Most High is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword. All right, which it's an analogy, okay, the word ultimately being able to cut, all right, cut things, cut people, really and truly, all right? Because when you actually read people the truth of the scriptures, okay, even Jake and the truth, all right, sometimes we cut our own selves with the scriptures, man, you know? But hey, that's what this word do, all right? It's likened unto a sword for a reason, man, all right? But eventually our swords, all right, which is our Bibles, all right, which is the word of the Most High, will ultimately become swords, man, all right? Literal swords, all right? And I'm going to go into a few precepts, all right, to back up my statement, and Lord willing is edifying, all right? Now it says the word of the Most High is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit, and of the joints and marrow, all right? So, hey, man, this word, it pierces you, all right? It pierces your spirit, man, all right? Your whole body, man, all right? When you get cut up by the scriptures, okay? Especially when, you know, you're on a block, all right, dealing with somebody, and you start to get into the meat of the matter, all right? And the scriptures is constantly cutting whatever they say. Well, this is the word of the Most High, man, all right? It said it's sharper than any two-edged sword, okay? But it's likened unto a sword, you see? Brothers allude to their Bibles as swords, man, all right? Because this is a defense mechanism, you see, for the prophets, man, all right? The defenders of the gospel, all right? Well, they use the sword, all right, which is the Bible, to actually defend the gospel, man, okay? In ancient times, men used their swords and shields to defend themselves, you see? And the scriptures tell you in Proverbs that wisdom is defense. Well, what does wisdom come from? It comes from the scriptures, man. It comes from the word of the Most High. You see, it says, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the hearts, man. All right. So, hey, man, this word cuts deep, man. You see, it cuts deep, you know. Now I'm going to back this up with it's Isaiah 49, verse 1. It says, listen, O owls, unto me, and hearken, ye people from far. The Lord Yahweh had called me from the womb. From the bowels of my mother had he made mention of my name. And he had made my mouth like a sharp sword. You see? And which the Lord speaks, what? Through his men, through the prophets, man. All right? And it said the Lord had made mention of his name from his mother's bowels, man. All right? It takes you to that Jeremiah. All right? Before I knew thee, before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee and ordained thee, all right, to be a prophet unto the nations, man. All right? That goes hand in hand with each other, you see? But it says, he had made my mouth like a sharp sword. In the shadow of his hand had he hit me. It made me a polished shaft. In his quiver had he hit me, you see? But I just wanted to bring that out to back up the point, all right, that the word of the Most High, all right, is likened unto a sword, man. A sharp sword, as I read in the Hebrews, you see? This is, as it says in 2 Corinthians, all right, this is what we use to pull down strongholds, man, all right? The word of the Most High, man. This is the weapon of our warfare. Oh, man, get that. Let me get that, all right? This is 2 Corinthians 5, I believe. Nope. Let me see. Bear with me 1 second. I know it's around here somewhere. 10 and 4. I'm off, way off, right? But it's 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 4. It says, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds. All right, what's our main weapon? What's the main thing that we use to pull down these strongholds, man? To cast down these imaginations. All right, and I'm gonna read verse 6. It says, casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of the Most High, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of the Mashiach. All right. And what is able to cast down those imaginations and the things that exalt themselves above the knowledge of the Most High? All right. The scriptures, man. All right. The Bible itself. All right. That's our weapon of warfare. All right. That's our sword. You see? In which the Lord uses us to speak his word, man. You see? And we have become swords, man. All right. It say you in Jeremiah that I will make you a new sharp threshing instrument. All right. Which ultimately goes into, those spiritual powers that we're going to receive. All right. But this is a spiritual power in itself, man. All right. To rightly divide the word of truth. You see? But at the end of the day, these swords that we're using now, all right, is we practice. All right. We sharpen them. We learn how to wield them. All right. Learn how to use it. Okay. Is ultimately teaching us how to use the swords that we'll receive, all right, when Yahushua makes his return and establishes his kingdom, man. You see? Now, this is Psalms chapter 149, verse 4. It says, let the Lord take a pleasure in his people. He will beautify the meek with salvation. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people. You see? And it says that he will beautify the meek with salvation. All right. So after we're saved here in this captivity, okay, we're ultimately going to do what? We're going to receive these rod of iron. All right. These ruling instruments. All right. To rule the nations, man. You see? It says, let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth. All right, we're going to be singing, all right, praising the Lord while we're doing it. You see? And a two-edged sword in their hand to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people, to bind the kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute upon them the judgment written, this honor have ye all his saints. Praise ye Yahweh. All right? And hey, man, this is the honor, all right? This is the patience and the faith of the saints, man. All right, to see our swords actually become swords, man, And it's just something, I think I was listening to a video, right, one of the brothers camp, and I just wrote this topic down, but I was kind of meditating on it a little bit ago. I said, let me put this on wax, man, because that's heavy. In the spirit, that's heavy, man. Our swords becoming swords, man. You see? It's beautiful, all right? Now, I'm going to end it off in Revelation, okay, chapter 2, verse 25. It says, but that which ye have already, hold fast till I come. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron. As the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my Father. You see? All right, that rod of iron, man. And when you go back to, I think I had that bookmark, right? Jeremiah 23 and 29, it says, it's not my word like as a fire, said the Lord Yahweh, and like a hammer that breaketh the rock in pieces. You see? That's that sword, man. All right? A hammer, all right? A rod of iron, okay? It says it's going to break the rock in pieces. But here in Revelation, it says what? That is going to break the nations in pieces, man. All right. As the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, man. You see? We are going to rule with the rod of iron, all right, with the sword, in which we are ruling with the sword right now. You see? We are dealing, all right, with the sword right now. We're wielding the sword now, all right? Which ultimately going to turn into us wielding actual swords, man. All right? Rods of iron, okay? Ruling instruments, all right? In which, when you go into that word, what is it? A rod, right? Is Strong's
G 4464, Hrabdas. Rabdas.
Rabdas, all right? I'm going to get to the point in the B. It says, when applied to kings with the rod of iron, indicates the severest, most rigorous rule of royal scepter, man. All right? And hey, man, we're going to be a nation of kings and priests again, you see? So we're going to have that royal scepter, all right? We're going to have the most rigorous rule, man, all right? Because these nations will be beaten back into subjection, you see? But, you know, I don't want to write this out. That was edifying. That was the point, all right? And our swords will become swords, man. So, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to the hopefully elect and to those that believe in the gospel. Until the next time, I say shalom.